Hey everyone, welcome back, and let's go ahead and find out what's there in the news today and updates. So, of course, you can see it right here on the screen. One of the biggest cryptocurrencies as of today, EOS, has finally reached 15% of voting, and they have started. The mainnet is now live. So, what does that mean? Well, it simply means that you can now access your tokens either on exchange or wallet. And this also means that EOS is now tradable, it's transferable, you can buy it, you can sell it, and also for all the developers out there, they can start building their applications on top of EOS as well. So all the promises that EOS has been making, this is the time to all of those things to come true. So yeah, as you can see right now, it's about 172 millions of vote. The minimum requirement was 150 millions of vote, which is 15%. Right now, it's about 17%. I think the voting is still going on. People are still voting it. But the fact is, it's live, and you will see this all celebration is going on right now. This is confided on the EOS authority. So let's talk about the next thing, which is how do I access my EOS token, and what about the airdrops, right? So of course there are a couple of wallets that I found, like Scatter. I have not found many wallets, so I have no clue, and so I'm not accessing them as yet. And this is what I would recommend, that do not be in hurry, do not be in rush to access your EOS token. Wait for the community to come up with some wallets which can be trusted, which everyone is using. As of now, yes, Scatter is one of the wallet that most people are using. If you're comfortable, go ahead and use it, or else maybe wait for some other wallets to also come up. Obviously, one thing, definitely be careful, because when it comes to accessing any wallet, I think that if you have registered your EOS public key and private key, you might have to expose your private key. I mean, not might, but for sure, because how else will you get access to all your tokens? So you have to expose your private key, and that is how they will know that these many tokens you have. So definitely be careful out there. If you see any EOS wallet on the Android or iOS store, or even on the internet, do not just blindly go ahead and use it. Wait for everyone to approve it, wait for the community to respond, and then probably you can choose one of the best wallets. So do not be in hurry is what I would suggest. And of course, if you have kept your EOS tokens on Binance or something, then obviously you don't have to worry about it. Binance has confirmed that they will give you the swap tokens, as well as they have also confirmed some airdrops, right, which people have been looking out for. So 3 airdrops that they have confirmed is IQ, which is Everpedia, and DAC, and EON. So this is a tweet from Binance. This was on, as you can see, Binance is urging all the 3 projects team to contact them to enable the airdrop and hash out details of exactly how distribution will work. Now you might ask that why just 3 tokens? I mean, there were about 13 or 14 airdrops that we spoke the other day. There are 14 airdrops which are going to be happening on EOS. So why 3? So it's possibly because Binance might not support all the airdrops. I mean, there could be 14 airdrops, but it's not practical maybe for them that they are going to support. So it is very important that you see as to what all airdrops are they supporting. And I'm still not sure as to how those airdrops will come onto the EOS mainnet, as in for people who are going to access those EOS tokens through a wallet. What I presume and what I believe is that those airdrops will come to them by default, since they are already on mainnet, since you control the private key in terms of you holding the private key, right? So that's what I believe. But yes, Binance has confirmed, and they have also confirmed a couple of airdrops as well. So good news there. Then moving on to the next news is the SEC has finally confirmed, because there is no more argument on this, that Bitcoin and Ethereum are not secured, right? So that's a very good news, and they were actually talking on the Yahoo Finance's All Market Summit in San Francisco. Corporate Finance William Hinman said that the commission would not be classifying Ether or Bitcoin as a security. So there you go. I mean, this was something that we were talking already, but that's confirmed by the SEC, by the regulators now. And the reason why it is important is, as you know, most of the countries in the world, they actually tend to follow the US regulators, like, because they are considered to be one of the best and one of the biggest. So this is basically for everyone, even in India for that matter. There is a lot which has been happening in India. You saw the RBI not doing any research. So probably I think now is the time that they go ahead and find out more about cryptocurrencies and learn about more about cryptocurrencies from these kind of regulators, which seem to have a sound knowledge on this new technology, isn't it? So that's a good news. So after EOS, you are waiting for another mainnet launch, and this one is Icon. So if you are holding Icon after yours, get ready for Icon now. So Binance has confirmed that they will be supporting the ICX, which is the ERC20 token Icon mainnet launch as well. So they haven't confirmed the date as to when the Icon mainnet launch is going to happen. I think it was somewhere towards the end of June, but I don't see any date as yet. But yes, it's a good news if you're holding Icon. If you're holding it on Binance, they're going to take care of it, I believe. I think that's the only way. I'm not sure if there is any other way you can get the mainnet token swap for Icon. I think that's the best way, because that there is a clear confirmation from Binance. So sometimes it's easier not to get into those hassle and fassle and just give it to the exchanges and let them take care of it. But again, at the same time, of course, there is a risk, since you are actually handing over the ownership of your assets to an exchange. This is good in terms of philosophy of the Bitcoin. As you can see, the Africa is supposed to be a fertile ground for Bitcoin adoption. So these African countries like Kenya, Zimbabwe, and Africa, where the economy is not that strong, the governments have failed miserably. They have printing tons of money, like Venezuela and all. Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies has proved to be a miracle for them, for the people out there, right? So as you can clearly see, I mean, people, as long as you have internet on phone, as long as somebody has a phone and an internet, I mean, cryptocurrencies really are global assets. They can be accessed, and you do not need anyone's permission. You do not need permissions for the bank. Banks, I mean, most of the time, the banks do not allow a certain set of people to open up a bank account, depending on their color, depending on their societal status. So that is where cryptocurrencies comes into picture. Nobody there to ask you, just put up a wallet on mobile phone, you get started. So that's what is happening in African continents. People are just using Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, and this is good news for Binance. So Binance is expanding rapidly. Who actually thought that just about 9 months or 6 months or maybe a year old exchange will be going global? So Binance came from nowhere. They had no cryptocurrency background, and they started a couple of months back. Now they are opening up another setup in New Jersey. So they just signed up MOU, which is called Memorandum of Understanding, with New Jersey. So it seems like now Binance is opening up in New Jersey as well. And one of the things is that they want to follow up with all the regulations there. Here it says Digital Jersey will also support Binance in discussions on the compliance with anti-money laundering regulations and to establish exchange licensing and local banking relationship. So yes, Binance going global. And the last one I want to share is this the Bitcoin jingle. I found this very interesting. So this is performed by Tatiana Moros. I'm sure there are many other songs which are around Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, because this is definitely an exciting space and a lot of youngsters out here. And yeah, so this jingle bell I found this really interesting, and I thought I'll share this with you. So yes, the biggest news right now is EOS is live. Start trading. I think it's gonna take some time for the exchanges, and you gotta wait for see what all wallets are supported for EOS. If you come across any wallet, let me know in the comment box below so that everyone can benefit. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, if you're new, subscribe and also hit the like, and that's it. Have a nice day. See you. Take care.